Guys, Carolina Fort Worth. And if you're returning to the channel, hit that thumbs up for me really quick. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and then the thumbs up. Really appreciate everybody that's coming in, everybody that supports me. We need all the help we can get, all the awareness we can bring. It's so important. And the most important thing we need to bring is reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. How do they not still know that? How do so many of them not know that? If you don't believe me, check it out. Look. Why are there so many ignorant cops that don't know reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime? How come they can't figure out that crime part? They think that suspicion is enough to hold people on, and it's not.
Reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or will be committed.
Okay, what you just said made absolutely no sense. This is a lawful stop on a suspicious vehicle.
So RAS makes no sense.
Do you have your ID on you?
Why do you need my
Are
ID?
you refusing to give an ID?
Why do you need my
Are
ID?
you refusing to give an ID?
What's your reasonable, articulable
I already
suspicion?
explained it to you.
What is
this? Is no different than a car stop. Do you understand that?
Why? So, you informed me that I was not allowed to be out here.
Right.
And I accept that information.
And I asked you for your ID so I can make a note of it, and that's that.
You don't need my ID to make a note.
Why don't I need that?
Because there has been no crime committed, no crime being committed, or going to be committed to where you need my ID.
Well,
so are you trying to violate my...
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Are you trying
wrong.
to violate my constitutional rights?
Your constitutional rights do not apply when I'm on a lawful stop.
What's the lawful stop? Again, what is your reasonable...
suspicious vehicle.
That is not a reasonable, articulable...
You're parked in the city parking lot after hours.
City parking lot, which is public property.
It's city property.
Which is public property.
And there's no parking after 9.
Where's the signs that say that?
Signs that say
right over there?
close it, go in the dust.
Yes, but where's the signs that say, because this says no public parking.
I'll tell you what. You don't want to give an ID, I'll put that in the notes. Okay?
I don't have to give ID. As
you
per
do.
the Constitution.
Yeah, you do.
What's the reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or going to be committed to where I need to...
Do you understand English?
Yes, I do. Do you understand the Constitution?
I'm gonna
Do you understand the Constitution of the United States?
Let me know when you're done, Bill. You done?
You know my information, so I don't need to give my ID.
Bill, I haven't ever had to deal with you personally. I don't think ever.
Right.
So, if I had known who you were, I would have said, "Oh, hey, Bill."
No, if you have known who I was, it doesn't matter
Let's
if you
just go back to your whatever you were just asking about. I'm going to say it to you real slow, okay? Lawful stop on a suspicious vehicle in the park.
Suspicious vehicle is not reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or going to be committed. Suspicion's not a crime.
Am I on candid camera?
No, you're on camera right here. Suspicion's
you're
not
on
a crime.
camera right here.
Suspicion's not a crime.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah.
That's something new on me.
Okay. I just educated you. There you go.
You didn't educate me.
Okay.
Okay? When I am making a lawful stop on a suspicious vehicle parked in the park after hours.
So this is park, but where's the sign that says I can't?
Told you, Bill. Okay?
Yeah, it's city property, which is public property, right?
All right. So you can go back and forth,
But-
and you have a problem with it, and go to the city office and complain that the signage isn't good.
I have a question. So
I'm not going to sit here and do anything.
Oh, okay.
So here's what you're going to do, Bill, since you don't want to.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
You're going to roll.
So, okay.
Goodbye, Bill.
Okay. So point out to me where I can't park here, please.
The sign's over there.
Bill, take a hike.
Public parking.
Okay, but there's signs that say the park is closed and go in the dust.
Yes, but he just said this is city property. The park is trustee property.
50 states, before they can get your identification, police must have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. That then moves you into an investigative detention. You're detained while they are looking for more answers. They're looking mainly for probable cause, because with probable cause they can accuse you of a crime. And once they accuse you of a crime and you go to jail, that's when they can get your ID. These people really need some retraining, because this is basic stuff. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. How come they just don't understand it?
I'm not answering any of your questions.
Who's the church?
Someone's en route.
Huh?
Someone's en route, I'm not sure who. You can make this a lot easier if you would just explain what you're doing here and let us know who you are.
Sir, I told you, I am out taking pictures in public. That's what I'm doing.
If you make it easier for them and give your ID, you make it that much harder for the next guy that truly wants to keep his privacy.
I walked all around the Civic Center taking pictures. This is the most advanced place in all of Surprise. I went to take pictures. I'm a photographer.
Okay.
Am I not allowed to do that?
The information I was given was that you were standing outside of our gate.
I was.
Okay.
Is that illegal? I was on a public sidewalk. I never entered your facility.
If you were a police officer.
I'm not a police officer.
If you were,
I'm not.
Would you find that concerning?
I don't understand what you're trying to say here, because a person standing on public facility.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you want. I'm not going to answer, but you can ask.
I don't know why we're being. I mean, we're just trying to talk here.
Okay.
Right?
This is not a consensual encounter. First of all, I didn't ask for help. I don't need help. I'm standing here taking pictures in public.
Detectives and police officers and other people leaving a secure facility in vehicles that are assigned to us. Some people work in undercover capacities, and we have a person out recording those as they're leaving vehicles.
Okay. How do I know that?
Well, how do we know who you are?
You don't know who I am.
That you're not a threat to us, or
well, if I was a threat to us or threat to you, would I be out here in an orange vest? Not trying to hide anything. I didn't run from you. I stood here right when you called me. I'm not trying to run. I'm not a threat. I'm no threat. I have no weapons. I would show you, but I'm afraid if I reach for my hip, something bad would happen. Well, I'm not going to do that. I have no weapons. I have no ill intent.
If you reach for an ID and let us...
Well, I don't have an ID, and I wouldn't show it to you if I did, because, again, I have not committed a crime. If you can articulate a crime, I'll provide an ID. Until then, am I free to go?
You're not free to go at this time.
So I'm being detained.
It's investigative detention.
I'm being unlawfully detained. Yes or no? You're detaining me unlawfully.
You're not being unlawfully.
Sir, you're unlawfully detaining me. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Suspicious activity. That's legal grounds to detain you.
No, it is not. If I have committed a crime, read the law. You have not suspected me of committed a crime. I've committed no crime. You have no idea that I'm going to commit a crime. Therefore, you have no RAS. I don't have to explain anything to you. I have to explain to you nothing.
You really do when you're taking pictures.
I don't have to explain anything to you. When standing in a public space, anything I can see from public, I can take pictures of. That is my First Amendment right to do. And there's nothing that you can do to stop that. And you can't make a lawful activity suspicious. I'm sorry. If it makes you uncomfortable, find a new line of work. Because I'm not going to stop taking pictures because it makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry. So unless, again, I'm being detained, I would like to be free to go.
So is that the rationale? You're just trying to make us uncomfortable?
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to take pictures in public. You came out.
Pictures of people's license plates?
How do you know I took pictures of people's license plate? I can walk down the street and see a license plate. What does that mean to anything? See, I'm turning over to this guy right here. Look, he's got a license plate. What does that mean? I can walk by and see a license plate. That information is not accessible to the public. I don't know what this means. I can't look up somebody's license plate online and get anything from that.
I think you're being a little disingenuous if you don't think this is a little suspicious.
Are license plates accessible to the public?
A normal person wouldn't find this a little suspicious.
Well, I don't care if they find it suspicious, because suspicious is not illegal. And again, am I being detained?
You are.
Okay.
You're not free to leave right now.
Okay, well then I'm going to remain quiet. I'm not answering any more questions.
Okay.
First Amendment protected activity, and they find it suspicious, everyone. So I'm going to reach for my phone, and that's it. All my phone's in my pocket, okay?
Nice and slow.
You got it. Just a cell phone. Now you're going to be live streamed. So again, am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained at this time.
Okay, can you articulate a crime?
The reason we're detaining you is because you're conducting suspicious activity.
Is that a crime?
We don't know that yet. You're refusing to speak to us.
I am not refusing to speak to you. I said I'm out taking pictures in public.
You're refusing to provide any kind of ID.
I don't have to provide an ID if I'm not suspected of a crime. That is the law, sir. It's a First Amendment protected activity.
If you'd like to eliminate the possibility of, in our minds, that you're committing suspicious activity.
A suspicious activity is not a crime.
How you doing? I'm Lieutenant Robertson.
Can I have your name?
I've already identified myself.
Your badge number, please?
2029.
Thank you.
All right, you can go ahead and leave, but you have to realize that it does look suspicious.
I don't have to realize that, sir. I'm glad you say I can leave.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Just when you think that there's no way another officer will not know what reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is, Out comes this little dude from Southlake, Texas. And not only does he not know what reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is, he doesn't know what Terry v. Ohio is either, because he goes into our guy's backpack, into his wallet, and pulls out his identification card, when we all know that Terry versus Ohio is just pat-downs only. But the worst part of this little guy is his condescending attitude and his snobbiness. Check out this guy from Southlake, Texas.
You need to have a crime. Suspicion of a crime. Read 3002, sir.
What did you just say? Reasonable suspicion, right?
Yeah. What have you seen me do?
What have you
seen me do as a crime?
Okay. So go ahead and turn around.
Don't touch me. Call your supervisor. Turn around. I do not agree to any searches. I did not agree to any searches. Let me close my water bottle.
Just drop it. I gave you a chance.
You gonna let me spill my water? You gonna pay for it? What's your badge number?
I gave you your chance.
What's your badge number?
You already went through this.
So I'm being detained for what?
Okay.
For what?
I've already detailed the reasonable suspicion, okay? This is a highly secure facility.
And where am I at? Am I on their facility?
We have information.
So you just have information. So you have a hearsay, right?
An employee of the natural gas and the jet fuel facility that says that you were seen on their property. You're not under arrest.
You're bending my wrist there.
You are not under arrest.
I'm not under arrest, but I'm in handcuffs. I'm not turning with you. I haven't moved
You're
in.
not under arrest.
I'm not resisting at all. I don't agree to any searches or seizures.
Show 1 detained for now and 210 if you go ahead and start this way.
I've been arrested.
So, sir. All right. So where's your identification, sir?
I'm not giving my ID, man.
Okay.
You can talk. I need a lawyer. How about that?
You're not under arrest, so you don't need a lawyer.
I'm not under arrest. Don't search my property. Hey, don't go through my property. I told you I do not agree to any searches.
I just need
at
to
all.
identify you.
I do not agree to any searches. I do not agree to any searches.
I'm not searching
I do
you.
not agree to any searches
But I have
or
the
any
right-
searches on my property.
I have the right to identify you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, sir.
What crime?
Right now, I've already explained to you.
What crime? So there's no crime. He's already admitted I never went past their gate.
Yes. It's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
But it's called a reasonable
So
suspicion.
read 3802.
Of what?
3802. That's
Of
your
what?
penal code.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So I have a right to identify.
all right, I'm not agreeing to anything.
Okay, I have a right to
I'm
identify.
not agreeing to anything.
Are you going to identify yourself?
I'm not
Or am
identifying.
I going to have to identify you?
I'm not. Get out of my bag. Don't touch my bag. You're illegally detaining me, dude.
I'm not illegally detaining you.
You're illegally searching my property. He's opening my bag.
I'm looking for your wallet.
Get out of my
to
bag.
Identify you.
Get out of my bag.
Since you have not identified.
That's an illegal search.
It's not an illegal search.
It is. I told you I do not agree. You're illegally detaining me.
identify you.
Where's your supervisor?
You have a backpack near
Where's your supervisor?
fuel area, and he's
Where
on his
is their
way.
supervisor?
He's on his way.
I need your name, your badge number,
I
and
need
your
to
serial number.
ensure, because of Terry.
You took my wallet out of my bag? You took my wallet out of my bag?
To identify you.
Did you
Yes,
take
I
my wallet
did.
out of my bag? That's an illegal search.
No, it's not.
How is that not illegal search?
Right
Did you enter?
I have a legal
So
right
now
to
you're throwing me
identify
down?
you.
Now you're throwing me
I'm not
down?
throwing you down.
You
but
are.
You're not going to turn around.
I
and
didn't
do it
turn
like
on you. I'm not even resisting.
that. You're not going to turn on me.
So you're trying to throw me down. You're trying to slam me to the sidewalk.
Ohio allows me to do a protective sweep to ensure that you do not have any weapons.
So now you're going ahead. I'm handcuffed and I can't even resist. How am I going to do anything? I'm handcuffed, idiot.
Based off of your demeanor and your actions,
I
still
need
have
your
reasonable
supervisor.
suspicion
You're searching my property. You can hear the backpack zipping and zooming, right?
that you
So you're about to make
may
me fall
have
over.
weapons. Thank you to Terry v. Ohio. I have reasonable suspicion.
No, you don't, dog.
To pack
You need to really read Terry v. Ohio and Turner versus Driver, you idiot.
continue with your insult, sir.
Yeah,
You're
continue
not
with
under
illegal
arrest.
detainment. I'm not under arrest.
You're not under arrest.
These cuffs are too tight, but I'm gonna keep you here. This is kidnapping if you do that.
Go ahead and sit down for me. It's not kidnapping.
It is.
It's just detaining you because of your being uncooperative. I've told you not to move.
I can't move my arm. Ah!
Well, sit.
My shoulder. I'm telling you, I'm handcuffed. I can't do
It'd be a lot
anything.
easier
I'm
if you
stuck.
cooperate.
Dude, I'm stuck.
And just sit right there for me.
So you
okay?
took my ID? You see that? He's taking my stuff out of my backpack.
I have a legal right to identify you.
What crime?
Dispatch 219. Can you check on please? I've already detailed to you.
Whatever, dog. You trying to shoot me in my apartment like the dude in Dallas.
Last of Smith, common spelling, first of Russell.
Is your camera recording?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So you put me in the back of this seat?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna need an incident report after this for sure. And definitely need to speak to your lawyer after this. This is ridiculous.
Okay. So I've already detailed to you.
You haven't articulated any crime.
Again.
3802.
Multiple times.
3802.
I've told you.
Look it up on your
multiple
computer. 3802.
times. Are you going to keep talking?
Look it up on. All right, what crime?
I've told you multiple times you have not committed a crime.
Okay, so I'm still being detained even though there's no crime.
Thank you. I've told you multiple times that you have not committed a crime, correct?
Right, but I'm being detained.
Yes. And I do not need you to have committed a crime. I need suspicion that a crime has been, is about to be, or is being committed. Based off of your demeanor, the facility being a highly secure jet fuel facility, okay? I had a legal right to detain you and a legal right to identify you, and thanks to Terry V.
I need help. I need the cops to be called. This guy detained me illegally, please. Can you call his supervisor?
And thank you for and thanks to Terry V. Ohio, I also have a right to frisk you, including your bag, to ensure that there are
you don't
no
get to
weapons,
search my property.
to ensure that there are
You
no
went
weapons.
into my property. Did you unzip my bag?
I did, and
Did you reach into my bag?
Just a camera.
Did you reach into my
all I
bag?
did was peek in to make sure that
No,
you're not
did you reach
near
into my
agent.
bag?
I grabbed your wallet.
Out of my bag, right?
Because I have a legal right to identify
You do not have a right to go into my bag.
You're going to keep telling me, okay? So
I'm telling you, Terry V. Ohio does not include a search.
Our transaction is done.
Our transaction is done. What do you mean?
Now that I've identified you.
Have you reached your
My
supervisor?
manager will be here shortly, so we can wait around. Okay?
What's your serial number?
But based off of your, I'm a human. I don't have a serial
You
number.
act like a fucking robot.
Okay. So I'm just explaining to you in detail.
Whatever, tyrant.
Okay.
You already stole from me. You stole my property from me.
I bet we still find hundreds or maybe thousands of cops that don't know what reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think.